Good morning, everyone. Carmela Novi, your divorce architect, coming to you from one of my morning drives. I want to talk to you about reading your agreement. So I was talking to a family friend. I was texting with a family friend just the other day who's a therapist, and we were talking about maybe doing one of these videos together, doing a podcast episode about how to stay healthy, mentally and emotionally healthy during a divorce, so you can stay strong. And what she told me she finds out through her work as a therapist is people don't read their agreements before they sign them. They don't read their divorce agreements, or they don't read the consent orders that they enter into that govern custody, parenting time, financial issues. I cannot stress enough, even if you have a lawyer, please read the agreement. You have to do that. Not just to make sure that the lawyers haven't made a mistake, or that they're not having you sign maybe a prior draft of an agreement by accident, but you really need to understand all the ins and outs of the language. In the law, language is key. Like, agreements will rise and fall on the interpretation of the language in the agreement. And sometimes people, look, I understand you hire an attorney, you rely on the attorney to type up an agreement, I'm really aging myself with to draft an agreement and to make sure that it's correct, that it's well organized, that your rights are protected. I totally get that you should be able to rely on your attorney to do that. But you really need to review the agreement and make sure, especially I think with a lot of things, the parenting time plan, I will sometimes have clients send me a parenting time plan and tell me, hey, this is what my husband and I, or the dad or the mom and I worked out. Can you just put this in a formal agreement that the court will sign off on? And then when I read through the language, the parenting time plan doesn't actually work. Or they have not realized that because of the way holidays fall and birthdays and whatnot, that the plan isn't going to logistically actually work. So please read your agreements. I really found that surprising that people don't read them. Maybe look, you're at a point in the legal process or the negotiations where you're just really tired and you want to get it done. But it is critical to read through everything, give it a set of eyes to make sure you understand it and it is what you believe you negotiated for. That's critical, because undoing an agreement after the fact is really difficult, especially if you have somebody on the other side who is being difficult and who's going to take a mistake that maybe winds up in their favor and run with it. So please always read your agreements. Carmela Novi, family law attorney in Bergen County, New Jersey, with the Weinberger Law Group, and that's my tip for the day. Have a great day. Bye.